Mutually assured destruction. That is the deterrence principle that guides foreign policy for using nuclear weapons. Don't nuke us because we'll nuke you, and then we will all die. And in a certain way, that is exactly what Chris just pointed out is happening with the Epstein file release. Trump understood better than anyone that the Epstein files would turn into the 21st century version of Who Killed JFK. Epstein truther Democrats take it as gospel that Epstein provided Trump with underage girls. Epstein truther Republicans take it as gospel that Epstein provided powerful Democrats with underage girls. There is no way to disprove that. The religious have this belief that it is there, but at the same time, they can't prove it. There is no way to prove it because it did not happen. Yet here we go again today. The House Oversight Committee heard from Hillary Clinton on her connections with Epstein or lack thereof.
I never met Jeffrey Epstein, never had any connection or communication with him. I knew Ghislaine Maxwell casually as an acquaintance. But whatever they asked me, I did my very best to respond. I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. I never went to his island. I never went to his homes. I never went to his offices.
Now, reasonable people would say right now that the Clintons have, to be generous, a casual relationship with the truth. So it is worth scrutinizing Hillary Clinton's statement. And probably the best person to do that would be the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, a Republican who obviously called the Clintons in for this highly anticipated hearing. And interestingly enough, the Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee agreed with Hillary Clinton.
We know that obviously Maxwell was a guest at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. There weren't many people that went to that wedding. So again, we're not accusing Hillary Clinton of wrongdoing. We know that Jeffrey Epstein said many times in emails that he was the first person to raise money for the Clinton initiative.
So Ghislaine Maxwell went to the wedding. We've seen this picture 1,000 times. Epstein fundraises for Democratic causes, both things we have known for years. Tomorrow, former President Bill Clinton is at bat. Nearly 30 years ago, he explained how he looks at depositions.
But in this deposition, Mr. Bittman, I was doing my best to be truthful. I was not trying to be particularly helpful to them.
So this is what the Republicans are gaining from grilling the Clintons over Epstein. Zero. Nothing. Democrats were more than happy to sacrifice Slick Willie on the Epstein altar. Here is top Democrat Representative Garcia, Robert Garcia, Democrat of California, on the Oversight Committee today explaining the logic.
This committee has now set a new precedent about talking to presidents and former presidents. And we're demanding immediately that we ask President Trump to testify in front of our committee and be deposed in front of Oversight.
Okay. That's kind of fun, I guess, for an ad or for a fundraising clip to send out and say, I demanded that the president come testify. Guess what, Congressman? The Constitution does not allow for that. Not part of the founding document. We have a separation of powers for a reason. Now would be the time to end the war, right? For the mutually assured destruction that is coming for both sides to say, why don't we put an end to this? But neither side will. The promise of finding, as we keep hearing, the truth is just too seductive.
Spirit of bipartisanship, would you then ask the Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick to come testify? It seems like he has some information.
It's very possible, and I think I think it's a good possibility that his name will arise in some questioning today.
It'll be on my list.
The mutually assured destruction continues.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.